The second seeding. Sirius banned third eye off Horus 4 million years in an attempt to revitalize the human evolutionary program. On behalf of the Terranites who had sacrificed their freedom 550 million years ago to rescue the lost souls of Terra through the Turanusium-2 experiment. About 4 million years ago the Syrian Council of HU2, working with the Elohim and descendants of the Terran series, a HU2 family known as the Seers and several other HU2 groups created a plan through which human evolution on Earth could be restarted. Earth's grid still could not sustain a life field with fourth-dimensional gene coding, so a plan was devised to allow the souls waiting within the sphere of Amenti and D4 to be re-entered into Earth by a process called downgrading. Through this process the vibrational essence of the race morphogenetic field could be stepped down to a slower vibrational pattern. By passing a portion of the morphogenetic field through the core of another planet in HU1. This experiment would require the use of a planetary body within the same time spiral cycles as Earth, which had a core vibrational speed particle pulsation rate slightly higher than that of Earth. The planet chosen for this experiment is in your Sirius star system and is known as Sirius B. An artificial portal bridge was constructed between the core of Sirius B, the sphere of Amenti in D4 and the Earth core at D2. A small portion of the Amenti morphogenetic field was placed within the core of Sirius B, the part that contained the energy essence souls of the second seeding. Some of these soul essences combined their consciousness with the evolving etheric consciousness of Sirius B and created a hybrid strain of Syrian human consciousness which came to be known as the Cantarians. This name was derived from the Kuncharis, the non-physical Syrian sub-race of consciousness with which the human consciousness had merged. The Cantarians became semi-dense physical beings upon merging with the morphogenetic field of humans from the second seeding. Much later the Cantarians founded the Cantarian Federation, gaining approval from the HU1 Galactic Federation to serve as a guardian and educator race for Earth humans of the second and third seedings, and they became heavily involved with old Sumerian and Egyptian cultures, as well as that of Atlania and Atlantis. The portal bridge between Sirius B, the sphere of Amenti and Earth allowed for greater evolutionary options for the fourth and fifth races, those who carried the third DNA strand in their race morphogenetic field. This option was not available to Lemanian, Lemurian and Urantrian cultures, as they did not carry the full third strand imprint in their morphogenetic field. The option assisted Atlanian Atlantean races and their Brinaua cloister who successfully assembled the third strand, and also the Ieranarian races and their Hibiru cloister who were not able to fully assemble their fourth DNA strand prior to death. For these races, instead of the soul essence fragmenting into D2, D3 and D4 following death, as would be the case due to the seal of Palator, the soul essence who had assembled most of the third strand could move into the race morphogenetic field in Sirius B. Within the morphogenetic field of Sirius B, the soul could evolve here for a time as disembodied consciousness to assemble more frequencies into its code, then pass into the sphere of Amenti through the portal bridge. Souls taking the Sirius B path of evolution could release the seal of Palator, but not the seal of Amenti. They could return to the Paladorian morphogenetic field and wait there for the seeding of the fifth race into which they would incarnate to assemble the remainder of the fourth strand. This was a much better option than fragmentation, which would create loss of the personal identity imprint as the soul fragments merged with the consciousness of the fifth races. Individual sentient identity could be retained through evolving through Sirius B during the second seeding. This portal bridge became known as the Hall of Amoria. In the third seeding, during the times of Atlantis and Egyptian pharaonic rule, it became known as the Third Eye of Horus, and represented the culmination of the Left Eye of Horus and Right Eye of Horus mystical teachings. The Third Eye of Horus was a closely guarded secret, and passage through this dimensional bridge was reserved for the few elite races who carried the needed third strand genetic imprint.